Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flourgoldwizards channel. Today we have a little bit of company. As always, Ryan's here.
Hey guys.
And my young brother, Dave. Now there was a giant flood in this location, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago. And we're hoping that that flood changed the landscape just a little bit and replenished all the areas that we found great gold in the past. And I don't know why it wouldn't, because those were areas that you would look for in any given body of water, inside bends, behind boulders, etc. And we have an ulterior motive, or at least I do. I've been challenged, so to speak, by a couple of people. Pioneer Polly, I don't know if you guys know that guy or not, but he did a primitive gold prospecting video using only tools, so to speak, materials he found out in Mother Nature, and he found some goldarn gold, and I think he was going to trade it for a brontosaurus burger or something. So we're going to attempt that today. I'm going to get my brother going over here with a classifier and a pan and shovel and whatnot, get him running a sluice, then I'm going to see if I can't capture a little bit of gold primitive style. All right, on a side note, that huge flood somehow did not wash away this dead deer laying around over here somewhere, because I can still smell it. It's in here somewhere. Yuck. You guys smell that? Ugh. Well, I think now that I walked down the creek just a little bit, you can see the damage that flood did to the outside bank of this right here. I'll pan up here just a little bit. Now we've been working, that is an inside bend right there, but as you come down, this turns into an outside bend. And right here where it makes the transition from inside to outside, we've been really getting some nice gold in here. And it seemed to be stretching along that way there. And there's a gravel deposit underneath a lot of this topsoil that runs all over the place in this area. And it's full of gold, and the water is concentrating it. It's knocking off the bank and digging it out. And it's leaving a line of gold, just like that. So we're going to see if we can't pick up where we left off and get a nice smile in the pan. Well, now that we've got our spot picked out, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of this stuff on the bottom didn't get washed out too darn bad. We're digging down and you can hit gravels right away. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of the silt that was on top of the gravels here last time is now gone. So we're down to gravels and hopefully gold. I've got a great big huge old test pan right here, and we're going to double check just to make sure. Alright, let's get this big old slimer going. There's a good amount of muck in there for sure, mixed in with clay and some slop. Yeah. We'll go ahead and kind of go through this one a little bit quickly, because like I said, I do have some stuff I want to take care of today, primitive style. The water is extremely low around here today too. That might change. Looks like we got some rain coming. Alright, let me get rid of this last little bit. And we'll see if there's anything in this test pan. And there are a few pieces in there, definitely. Let's see if we can get focused here a little bit. I'm using a different camera today, so hopefully this video isn't absolutely horrible. But anyway, there's a few pieces in there. I think we got Dave set in the right direction, so we'll leave him classify some material over here. And once he's done with that, I'll help get a sluice set up over in there. But I'm going to get going on my project. Now, there's probably a lot of different materials that we could use in the woods and in the creek and laying around in the grass that we could come up with some kind of a way to maybe classify, sluice, or pan, or some way to get this material separated from the earth and classified down in a manner that I can get this teeny weeny flour gold out of it and be able to show it on camera. Now, he was lucky enough to be in a spot where they have decent sized pieces, and I think he might have got a little bit lucky and he got that one piece he could pick up. But this might be a whole different animal, because we're after flour gold every time we come here, not just today. So let's see what we can come up with. Maybe I could bang a couple of rocks together and make a pan of some sort. Ah, God dang it! Maybe I could weave these together somehow. Well, I think what I'm going to do is try and make something out of clay. That's what catches all the gold around here. Clay and root balls, etc. Now there's no bedrock around here, so to speak, which the gold would fall through the gravels and land on the bedrock, but there is a lot of clay, and that acts as a false bedrock, and it sticks in that stuff, and we try to find the clay deposits around here to get the best gold deposits out of it. So I'm going to see if I can rustle up just the right type of clay. Not all clay is created equal. That brown stuff and maybe some of the lighter colored gray stuff that seems pretty sticky and mushy, yeah, it's clay, but it's not what we're looking for, because if we try to make a pan or a sluice or something out of it, and as soon as we dip it in the water, it's just going to dissolve. So we need to find some really, really dense clay. Now here's some clay right here. It's got a little mixture of brown in there and some of the gray stuff, and you can shape it and whatnot. But as soon as you get it in the water, well, it dissolves. See, just like that. Now that wouldn't make a very good pan at all. So the hunt continues. All right, now I think I have a shovel of the material I'm going to attempt to make a pan or a sluice or whatever with. So I'm going to go ahead and dump it right on this pail. See if we can't get to shaping something. All right. This is remarkably satisfying. Well, there it is. My homemade pan out of clay. Well, what I'm going to do is leave this bake for a few hours in the sun. Hopefully that stiffens up enough that I can pick it up and possibly use that as a pan. Let's check in on Dave. How's the sluice running, Dave?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
A few twinklers in there,
you can see some twinklers in here. Okay. Yeah, it absolutely is running pretty good. I can see these VDR drop riffles here dancing around quite nicely for sure. Yep, this thing is running real well. It's nice to have clear water up there too. It's satisfying seeing gold in your system. Yeah?
Oh, you betcha.
Yeah. Yeah?
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you darn tootin'.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got some neighbors up the creek here, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Well, it's been 2 hours and that clay's been cooking in the sun. How does it look? Just kidding. It's still over here, sopping wet. It hasn't been 2 hours either. We just went up to say hi to the neighbors. Such nice people, yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Yeah?
Yeah.
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 All right, we're going up into the deep jungle. See if we can't find us a backup plan in case our clay pan doesn't work. There must be something around here. Something that might be able to catch gold if I could just find it. We'll keep looking. Here's a couple of potential victims right here. I'm going to see if I can find us some bark or anything maybe possibly shaped like a sluice at all that I can use to run a little bit of material that I can find. This stuff here very well could work. I mean, it's got a little bit of a divot right here where the knot or the branch used to come out or something right there, and it's not really full of holes. So I'm going to hang on to this one right here, but we're going to keep looking around. Maybe we'll find something even better. I wonder if spider webs would work. All right, here comes Dave with a bucket number 2 to run over the sluice over here. Ryan's running over his sluice, and we, I believe, found our sluice. I'm going to go ahead and stick with this chunk of bark I found right here. Yeah, it's ugly, but we're primitive gold prospecting right now. I'm going to have to take some of this stuff off there and purdy this thing up just in case anybody wants to buy it. So I'm going to work on that, and then we're going to have to work on how to get material to run over it. I think I have an idea. Yep, I have an idea. Well, it's root balls, like this one right here. Huh? That's right. All these roots here, all the silt is kind of getting worn off them with the current coming down, and it's taking all the clay and whatnot, but it's leaving gravels, and gravels are stuck in and around all them roots. Let's take a little look at them underneath the water. So let's go ahead and gather up one of these big old root balls and run it over our new sluice. And here it is. Now that's that piece of bark that we found up in the woods earlier. Now I'm not going to be able to have a whole lot of pitch or a whole lot of water flow through this thing, so I have just a little bit of water running over it, just like that. And there's that little divot in it, like where a knot would be. Now it's a real shallow divot, but this wood is pretty grainy, and you know, it kind of acts like miniature riffles, if you will. Now I'm not going to be able to feed a lot on this thing, but as you can see, let me grab just a little bit of this muck here. I'll throw it on there. You see that? It is definitely working a little bit. Now I could probably use a little bit more water just to get things moving through there just a hair more, but we are definitely in the hunt. So I'm going to get this thing dialed in all the way, and then we're going to get some material. All right, now like I said, I'm not going to be able to stick my meat hooks in there and just get globs of gold bearing material. So I'm reliant on Mother Nature doing it for me. And these root balls here are a great opportunity to grab some of this material that could be holding on to gold, like this one. Yeah. Oi. Give me just a minute. All right, that should work. All right, video update 36,024 million. I am seeing garnets in here every time I spot it, and then it moves down just a little bit further, I lose it. God darn it. Let me see if I can pan in on this. Let's see, how do you work the pan? There it is. It is catching heavies. There's a little teeny weeny garnet right there's my finger, right down in there. See that little garnet? Heck yeah. So it's catching. I'm decided to leave a few of those rocks right in there. Am I covering up the microphone? What's going on here? Because it seems to be, I don't know, jostling that water around back and forth and creating kind of a ripple effect, and the material's starting to turn a little bit darker than it was before. So I'm going to leave a few of those pebbles in there and keep feeding this stuff. I mean, I don't have a whole lot fed through there, and I'll doubt I'll have the patience to run all 40 some pounds of that through there. But it's a fun little project anyway. How's Ryan do it? Well, he just dumps it on there. But it looks like it's swirling around pretty good. I can't wait to see his cleanup. Dave's going on 4 pails without a cleanup so far. So we're gonna have something to see, hopefully. I'm probably gonna have the most gold out of anybody. Yeah. All right, it's cleanup time for me. Now I haven't spotted any gold in this here birch bark sluice at all, but there are a number of small divots in there that there could be some of this teeny weeny flower gold trapped in. But how do you get it out of there? I even went and found a nice little stone that I can use for a pan. It's got a real deep divot right there, and I think I could make that work. So I think what I'm going to do is reach over here and grab just a little bit of this here clay, and I'm going to dab. I'm going to dab the rivets. This one might be a little mushy, but I'll find some clay and I'll dab all the little divots in that bark. Let's get it up and out of the water. There we go. And we'll do a little dabbing, and then I'll stick it in this here rock, see if we can't pan ourselves some flower gold, primitive style. All right, now I've got a nice sticky, icky piece of clay right here, and I'm just gonna dab. I'm just dabbing the little divots in this piece of bark right here, hoping that if there's any gold in there, it'll stick to that clay. I'll just stick it right in my little rock right there like such. Throw a little water in it, and we'll pan it out. All right, we'll just kind of mash that around in some water. Just like that. There we go. Holy cow, the horse flies are out here taking chunks out of me. There, I think we got that mashed up pretty darn good. Take her over here and we'll give her just a little bit of a rinse. Oh yeah. And I'll smash it up just a little bit more. There we are. Get some of the grass out. I can feel sand in the bottom of there, so it definitely grabbed a hold of something. All right. Come on, you, give me a piece of gold. All right. Let's pan it back. Well, it's cleanup time. Ryan's doing a cleanup. He's seeing some pretty nice gold in there so far.
Right there.
Just about halfway through his back black sand back paddling. And Dave over here is doing a cleanup. How many pails you got run through there?
4.
4 pails. I'm sure we're gonna see some good gold come out of both of these cleanups. Ooh, I think I just saw some gold up and down in there. For sure I did. All right, I can't wait to see. You have to get you a pail of water. You dunk that sluice in it. All right, little video update. Ryan's just about done with his back panning here. And look at the gold in there. That is full of nice pieces there. There might be 3 or 4 pickers in there.
Oh yeah, finally.
Finally, yeah. Dave's over here. He's doing his first clean out. Now we got him panning into another pan just so he can get a little peek at gold. He's pretty new to panning, so we don't want him to lose any. But he's got a mountain of black sand to work through there for sure. We'll pick that back up in about, I don't know, 3 days.
Tuesday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, picker alert.
Yep.
Ryan got himself a picker for sure. I picked it up right there. That's a nice piece of gold. For sure. Let me get over here one time. Oh, come on, if I could pick it up.
Oh, there we go.
There, he's got it. There's a nice piece of gold right there. Yeah. Well, Ryan's taking off. Thanks for coming again, Ryan. You have a good time today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See you next time. Yeah. I might as well try this pan out. It doesn't work so good at all. Well, these guys have been getting gold all day long. My experiment was fun, but I didn't get any gold, so that's what I'm going to do the rest of the day. Thanks for coming along, and that was a fun challenge, Polly. That was a really good idea. So if any of you guys out there want to go ahead and try the same thing, I'll be a-watching. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. It helps build our channel. Flourgoldwizards and little brother, out.
Yeah!